Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have a great treat for you this morning. I've spent a little bit of time talking to Bob offline here while we were getting ready for this. And I just want to take a minute, one, Bob, to introduce you to the community here that we have. And thank you. Thank you so much for taking time to do this with us.
Thank you, Don. It's a pleasure to be with you this morning, and I'm honored that you would even consider having me as a guest. Thank you.
Well, I love that. And how can I not? Because, there's longevity on your part in this industry as a whole. And
Right.
it's always good when, I can connect community that have come into this environment who often don't get a chance to meet upline, using some of our terms in our language. And I think it's
Right.
important that I begin to introduce some of the senior positions in this organization so that people understand that there's value here and there's a lot of wisdom, not just knowledge, because information and knowledge are free, but wisdom is something that's accrued, and it's often accrued through trying, failing, but keeping at the deal. And, if you can, like, yeah,
Amen.
that's an amen for sure. So, if you'd be so kind as to give us a little bit of background for you in the networking realm, and then we'll talk about what it was that really led you into this organization.
Yeah, so thanks again for the opportunity to share that. My wife and I had our own businesses. We always have been kind of entrepreneurial minded. And basically, we were introduced, I think, probably, at least in our generation, were introduced to Amway back in the 70s. And we could, as entrepreneurs, we could grasp the significance of what Amway's multi-level marketing structure meant. We joined them briefly and left because we didn't like the particular organization that we were involved with. It wasn't a fit for us. So we got out of it, but we never lost sight of the power of duplication and residual income. That was a key for us. And we went on to stay with our own business, and ultimately were introduced to Herbalife. And we turned out to be very successful in Herbalife, but in those days, there was no computers. You had to stock the product yourself. You had to give it to your customers or your business partners. And we had an organization all over the country. We were raising two young children. We still had our own business in Atlanta where we were living at the time. And we let a successful network marketing business go because we wanted to stay close to the family and raise our kids properly and not be traveling all around. So we let that go. And we kind of just stayed out of it until the mid 80s when when Bonnie got ill, and we started looking for alternatives. And we found that a lot of the alternatives to restoring wellness were in network marketing companies. And a friend of ours introduced us to Onyx Cole back in 2019. And she was putting on a presentation here. It was just before COVID hit. And we were just blown away by the technology that LifeWave offers, and had our own experience, if you will, in terms of product experience that led us to say, let's pick this up and run with it. I hope that answered your question. It's kind of
Yeah,
going around the bush.
it does. And so, I just want people to realize, like, the wisdom that sits in upline, because they've been through the gauntlet, like, and the fact that they're still involved in organizations like ours, is really a testament to the validity of what we bring to the table for people who find themselves in precarious situations, whether it be, discomfort that they're experiencing on a physical level, on an emotional level, or even on a financial level. Like, I believe the options that we have for people can meet those needs in a very, very real way. Would you agree with that, Bob?
Yeah, I agree with you 110%, Don. And when you said discomfort, I was thinking about going to that meeting where we met Onyx back in 2019, a little over 4 years ago. And I was uncomfortable because as many people are when they're introduced to something in network marketing, they kind of back off. So I wasn't backing off so much from this particular company or anything like that. I was experiencing discomfort, dental discomfort. And when I went to the meeting, after the meeting was over, Onyx was patching people. And she came over to me and we were chatting for a while. And she asked me if I was having any discomfort. And she put a patch on my face where I was having the discomfort. And I was one of those one patch wonders, right?
Yeah.
Literally within half an hour, the pain and discomfort that I was experiencing disappeared. And we said, this is something that obviously we have to get involved with. So we jumped, having had experience in network marketing, successful experience in network marketing, we jumped in at the diamond level right away. And basically, we were so enthusiastic about it, Don, that we didn't even have any product. And we made our, I think it was $1,700 investment. I don't even remember anymore. It's been so long ago for the diamond pack. We made that back before we even got our product. We went out and just said, people, you have to get involved with this technology. This technology is above and beyond anything we've seen before. And we were fortunate enough, as I said, to be successful in the industry. So we had people that had proven themselves to us before in our other businesses that could recognize an opportunity and go with it. So what I would put out to all your folks that might be listening to this somewhere down the line is never, never, ever be afraid to go for the gold with this thing. And in this case, the diamond. And people can always get something less than that, but don't undersell yourself in terms of people that can recognize an opportunity quickly. They will jump on it with both feet. So we
Wow.
just did that and ran from there.
I love that. I love that, right? Because there's always like a reluctance for new people that are coming into, like, let me just get started. And, you looking at this and having experienced what you did from just that discomfort, all of a sudden, like a patch, and within a half an hour, like you're walking free and no longer hindered by it. Like those are miraculous things.
Well, not only that, but my wife, Bonnie, has always, we'll be married 60 years this coming April. And she has always been a terrible sleeper. She could not sleep the night through. She tosses, she turns, never gets a complete night's sleep. Well, after we've been on the product for about a week or so, I got up one night, and when I came back, normally if I get up or even move, she wakes up. She was out I thought, gosh, I hope she hasn't passed away. That's how deep a sleep she was in. So she is getting benefits from this product that she never had before in her life for the last 4 years now. I mean, she's been sleeping like a top. She has more energy at her tender age than she did when we were kids. It's just truly amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Life changing experiences, really.
Yeah.
Because I do a lot of these interviews, Bob, and I talk to a lot of people. It's what I do for a living. I talk, right? Like, and
Right.
love that. Um, I often say that I am no longer surprised by some of the stories I hear in regards to alleviation of discomfort and what people experience, but I'm always still amazed at the
Well,
variety of things that are dealt with.
no, I think it's for folks like ourselves who are senior citizens, right? It's I've always been a physical person in terms of like to be doing things in the yard, doing my own yard work or anything like that, just because I enjoy doing it. I enjoy the pleasure of accomplishing something that I live with, okay? As opposed, it's not that I don't go to the gym, I do go to the gym, but I get more pleasure out of the physical activity that I can do in my around my home, doing projects like that. And I was unable to do them. All right. About 8 years ago, I was unable to do it. And when I got on this product, I'm now doing things that I couldn't, that I was doing when I was in my 50s. And I said, I'll be 83 in a couple of months. And I'm still out there. We live in Florida. You can see the beach behind me. And, and it's the heat here in where we live in the summertime, especially this past summer, is unbearable. And I can go out there 3-4 days a week. I spend 3-4 hours at a time, okay, in that heat and humidity, doing yard work and doing things that I enjoy doing out there, and just go about business like I was in my 50s again. So that in itself is worth the price of admission. Additionally, the personal, I think, things that I've experienced as far as benefits from the product were the energy level, which I've already mentioned, the ability to sleep better. I had an injury when I was a young man to my knee that had recurred about 7 years ago, and it kept me from a good night's sleep. And after a couple, I think it was after about the third week, that discomfort went away, and I started sleeping the night through without any problem myself. And mental clarity. I mean, wow. I don't know if you've ever experienced going into the other room, right? Going into another room and say, what did I come here for? I know I came here for something, but I can't remember what it is. And basically, those senior moments that they refer to are history. I no longer have any senior moments, and it's
Yes.
right. It's great to know why you go into the room, what you went there for, and you get it and get out instead of walking around trying to fumble and figure it out.
Or
So
picking something else up and pretending that's what you
yeah,
wanted.
right. Yeah. Yep,
Now,
that's true.
Bob, I don't want to take away from your day because I know you're a busy man.
Mhm.
Um, dig into that wisdom background for us and share with some of the people who are new to this environment. What's one word of wisdom you'd like to share with the community that's going to have the privilege of viewing this interview? What would you share with them?
I think the main thing is that you have to have perseverance. Okay, you have to have perseverance and belief in the product. Okay, and if you get the belief in the product, you're unstoppable. And a lot of times people come into this business and they don't get the result that they intended right away. But goodness knows they're probably getting some other result that for something that they don't even know that they needed it for yet at that point. But then they should turn to people that brought them into the business. They should turn to leaders like yourself and find out how they can be supported. Don't think that you're in this business alone. You're not. People that brought you into this business have everything to gain by your success, not your failure. So they want to help you. They want to help you. So the wisdom that I would offer is persevere, never give up, and ask for help. Ask for help from your upline and ask for help from your family, your friends, your coworkers, or I'd say, I've got into this side gig to get myself some extra money, if that's the case, or if that's what you're doing. And I need your help to get me there. Who do you know who could use either some extra income or to get out of discomfort or get more energy, to get better sleep, that type of thing, because I know that I can help them. That's the kickoff advice I would give to any new people. And,
Wow, what a great kickoff. Bob
uh,
Salerno, I want to thank you on behalf of myself and the team that I'm going to bring this valuable information to. Thanks for taking time to spend with us here this morning. I really appreciate it.
thank you. The pleasure was all mine. And once again, thanks again for having me. And God bless you. And I look forward to seeing you at the next event in
Yes, and you
person.
will. I've
All
already
right.
bought my ticket.
All right. Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
I'm committed to
Okay.
being there in person. I've watched the last couple in the virtual realm, But
Right.
with where everything is unfolding and the incredible people I'm meeting, it's time for some old-fashioned handshaking and belly-to-belly hugging.
Oh, there's nothing like it. I'll tell you, it was great at this past event. So, yeah.
Thanks again, Bob.
Thank you, Don. Have a good day.
You as well.